It is finally year 6 here in the Los Angeles Rams franchise rebuild, everybody, and we are the reigning Super Bowl 62 champions. We took down the Chiefs 33-14 to win our third ring, our first in this franchise, but our third with the overall organization in history. McKinney was obviously the MVP with 2 INTs, but out of this game, we lost 4 key players: Aaron Donald, Joel Bitonio, Ronnie Stanley, and Joe Mixon. All of them key starters. But we also lost an even bigger key starter, Cooper Kupp. 5 different starters, 4 of them on the offensive side of the ball, one of them the best defensive player of all time. That is what we have to overcome, these losses. But these weren't the only ones. We also lost our offensive coordinator to the Commanders. He's now their head coach. So we brought in Nick Gregory as our new OC, and we made a couple of key signings to try and overcome these losses. And with the rookies that we brought in as well, this should be a pretty fun season, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But it's going to be a different team this year for sure. And we just have to expect a different defense and a different look on the offensive side of the ball too. George Vance ends up having a very strong camp in preseason, and so he gets +5 zone coverage. Fantastic stuff for him. Now we got some points for some of the other rookies that were drafted in this past draft, and that includes running back Matthew Williams, who gets +3 awareness here, but he's a hidden dev running back. We'll see about his depth trait later on in the season, because if that one is high, then we might have our future starter. If it's star, we'll see. But if it's higher than that, we could have a really good player on our hands. We ended up having a pretty disappointing preseason. We had one of the worst offenses and a bottom 10 defense, and I watched all 3 of these games fully, and we just weren't very good. All 3 quarterbacks were terrible. They all threw multiple INTs. I put in Moreland for the last 2 games just to see anything different from Alex Payton, and they were pretty much the same player. But receiving-wise, a lot of guys get involved here across the board. Had a couple of problems with Greg Teal. He gave up 4 sacks in 3 games, so that is a concern. Hopefully he fixes that going into this next season. But in the preseason, no sacks for Quincy Basnight. Had a couple for Warren Terry and Lance Royals, and a pick from a couple of players. 2 was perfect, and there were no really major cuts, so none of these guys are real major losses or anything. So just 9 people are gone, and now we have a 53-man roster. So going into year 6, I'm going to set our goal as the same that we finished last year with. If we won it last year, the expectations are even higher this time around. That is now the expectation. And Vance has a breakout chance here in week 1 against a familiar foe, the 49ers. We seem to always face them in crucial games. And I think a key to victory here in week 1 of this season is the offense. Last year was defense, but I think this year, I just want to see what the offense can do. I want the offense to be dominant. I want them to be good at both the ground and passing games. So looking for a balanced approach. But for this game, I want us to pass all over them. We'll see if we can do it. We've done it before. This is the Niners roster going into this season. Pretty similar to last year. They don't really change many things up. Their offensive line is pretty much the exact same as it was last year. But I guess they're just banking on their offensive line just being better based off experience and all that stuff. So just hoping for their younger players to be better, because this is a roster that can still win. This roster still has plenty of playmakers like McCaffrey, Hufanga, Fred Warner. There are so many guys on this team. There's Ayuk and Kittle too. So no shortage of guys that can make plays happen. But we're going in with a fully healthy roster, which is great. And here's your starting offense. Obviously, offensively number 1. We'll see what he can do with Cooper Kupp no longer on the team. Donald at the 2, but I could see myself moving Donald to the 1 if Offer just plays better as the 2. I mean, maybe that is the case. Who knows? Gonna have Williams as the starting back, obviously, this season. Basnight is going to be an X factor. George Vance will start in his 2nd year. And yeah, just hoping for a lot of contributions from these younger players. Hoping for Stoudemire to get involved here in the slot. And that's really what I'm looking for here. I'm expecting our defense to be worse than last year. And I don't know about the offense. I really don't. We have a new OC, so the play calling is going to be a bit different. No idea what to expect in that front, but I chose to throw it deep, so we'll see if we actually do it. Here we go in week 1. These starting weeks are usually not very kind to us, but a new opening day, our 6th opening day here in the franchise, and it's against San Fran. Let's take down our longtime rivals. Year 6 has finally kicked off, everybody. Here we go in Los Angeles, California. The rookie Sotomayor will kneel it out. The offense comes out led by Damon Craig. 28 touchdowns, 14 picks last season. First play from scrimmage. Checks it down to Dubose here for 5 yards. It's going to be the main third down back for us until Williams can get better in the passing game. His first carry goes for 4. Then we go out wide to Stoudemire for a first down. And we don't go 3 and out at least, so that's nice. Williams finds a hole. He gets 4 more. Gonna see if this offensive line can open as many holes as last year's O-line could, as Craig is hit down, barely got the pass away. That was Bosa with the pressure. That brings up 3rd and 6. Reinhardt gets it for a first down across the San Fran 45. New set of downs from the 42. This one is off the mark for Trumaine Donald. Not sure what happened there exactly, but goes nowhere. Now Craig turns around right into a sack. It's McCollum, the first of the day for the San Francisco 49ers. Brings up 3rd and 16. Hit as he threw. It's complete, but Reinhardt's got nowhere to go. He's wrapped up by Charvarius Ward, and the Rams end up punting right after getting into Niners territory. First drive for San Fran. First play is McCaffrey for a big gain of about 17 yards. And they immediately lose their right guard, Will Delos. Now they get Ayuk out of the backfield on 1st and 10, and he gets 9 yards. It's our first look at this new defensive front without Aaron Donald. And with Hassan Reddick going back down to a star after going up to X Factor. This one's broken up by Chris Barnes, incomplete for Ayuk. The defense gets off the field. Both teams fail to score on their opening drive. Here comes our next drive. Incomplete over the middle for the rookie. Looks like that was Fred Warner in there with some involvement. Craig floats this one away, and now we got 3rd and 10. From the 22. Pocket collapses. Craig takes off, but slides well shy. And this drive goes nowhere too. The Rams punt for the second time. That one was a 3 and out. The Niners get it back. 2nd and 6. Back to McCaffrey. He breaks a tackle from Barnes and is pushed ahead beyond the 35. Next play. Play action. This one is hauled in by Xander Horvath, and he's got 9.5. 2nd and short. This one is caught. That's George Kittle. No, it's Collins instead. Excuse me. Back to McCaffrey. He finds a crease on the outside. Down the sideline and taken down by Darius Richards, who just saved a touchdown, essentially. Now they're 1 yard outside of the red zone. Over the middle and broken up. Trying to find Kittle in coverage. Another drop back for Purdy, but Basnade comes off the edge and gets to him. That's a big loss of 9 to set up 3rd and 19. Another deep drop back. Checks it down. McCaffrey only gets around 4. And the Rams defense holds the Niners to a field goal. Moody's kick is up and good, and the Niners strike first here in SoFi. Next drive for the Rams, our 3rd possession. The last play of the first quarter, and Craig just misses Offord wide open, threw it behind him. But could have gotten like 20 plus yards on that one. First play of the second, and a very similar play. He just misses Offord, who was wide open. Got to clean these plays up. 3rd and 10, we throw it away. Another 3 and outs. Not liking the offense or first 3 possessions, but it's early goings. New OC, these things are bound to happen. McCaffrey, though, is off to a fantastic start. He's got over 60 yards on 5 carries. There's a first down for Ayuk. He's been targeted plenty of times here in this first half. Now Deebo Samuel gets more involved. 2nd and 5, back to the ground. McCaffrey stalled just shy of the sticks. 3rd inches. This one's caught. That's George Kittle for the first down. Short passing so far for Purdy. And not a lot of pressure from this team, although he got pressure that time, but it's complete. Inside the 10, it's George Kittle. 8 for 10 start for Brock Purdy. That was their longest pass here in the first half. We got somebody offside here. 2nd and goal, and McCaffrey's in there untouched. That one's on us. It's going to be a touchdown, Niners. And they're going to lead by 2 scores here in the first half. Lance Royals call for the penalty, but we're down 10-0. From the 21, Craig incomplete for Stoudemire. That's Hufanga in coverage with the pass breakup. We give it to Williams, but he doesn't have a lot, and now we got 3rd and 7 coming up. Trying to avoid a 3rd straight 3 and out. Craig, clean pocket, time, and a completion. That's the rookie for a first down. 1st and 10. Craig rifles one to Trevor Offord, who's open. Hit down by Hufanga at the 36. Empty. From the 36, another chunk play. This time it's Stoudemire. 3 straight big gains back to back to back. Under 4 to go in the first half. Dumped off for Williams. He breaks a tackle and gets around 7. Great job. 10 out from the end zone. Donald tries to reach across, but is just shy inside the 1. 1st and goal. Kopp is pinballed around in for the touchdown. Our first score of the season comes from the fullback. Sorry to any of our first score bettors, because you definitely got this one wrong. But George Kopp scores the first touch and the first points at all on the season for LA. And it's back to a 1-score game. The Niners get it back, just over 2 to play until the break. Go to McCaffrey a lot here. He's got a first down, outruns a defender, and gets across the 45. He's now just a run or 2 away from 100 first half yards. Here's a catch out of the backfield. That one goes for 8. Being involved in multiple facets here. Ayuk gets 2. He's had a carry plus a couple of catches. Now from the 44. Screen. McCaffrey's got good blocking, and he breaks a tackle. Stiff-arming Awuzie, and he gets 10 more. Trying to put points on the board prior to halftime. Another 7 here on the ground. That was just a yard shy of a Benjamin. This one is intercepted by Xavier McKinney. Who else would it be? And he's got daylight ahead. McCaffrey trying to catch up, but he can't. And McKinney is gone. Touchdown, Rams. He had 2 INTs in the Super Bowl. He was the MVP. And now he's got 1 here today. Picking up right where he left off from last season. What a play to put the Rams in front for the first time in Week 1. A phenomenal play by McKinney puts us in front at halftime, 14-10. Their offense definitely has been better than ours, but our defense puts us in front. We got the Falcons beating up on the Seahawks at halftime with the second-year quarterback Will Pollard throwing pretty well, but still losing at halftime at home. We got the Kenny Pickett-led Titans on the road in Denver, and they are controlling that game with Pickett throwing for 145 in the first half. Looks like Parks hauls in a score for the Broncos, Jose Parks. So I think he was on one of our playoff opponents last year. And you got the Saints losing a low-scoring game here to the Cardinals. So the Joey Simpson-led Cardinals start the year off 1-0. So got to keep an eye out for them because I guess Kyler Murray is elsewhere now. With the kickoff here in the third quarter, brought out to the 27-yard line where the Niners will start their first drive of the half. They go right back to what worked in the first. With McCaffrey, he gets 5 yards. They're going to feed the beast to the outside now and brought down after a first down. On the 37, right back to him. This time he's brought down after a short pickup. That was McKinney on the tackle. Cutting it back inside, and another first down for McCaffrey, man. This defensive line is not doing a good job in this game, but neither are the linebackers. Chris Barnes just flew right past McCaffrey, but now he's hurt. And that could spell really bad news for this Niners offense. Because if he does not come back, he's like their main offensive guy. They're going to go to Zach House, the third-round running back, taken just before we took Matthew Williams on the trade-up. So what can they do with him? This one's incomplete for Collins. They need the 31 for a first down. This one's caught, and Ayuk breaks a tackle. Hackett, if he makes that tackle, we hold them to a field goal. But instead, they've got a first down. House taken down from behind. Nice job there by Tyree Wilson off the edge. House tries to cut it back inside, but nowhere to go. And he's having some problems. 3 carries for 3 yards, so looks like it might have just been McCaffrey. Purdy rolls out, pressure for Baz Knight. The defense does hold to a field goal. So we still lead 14-13 here in the third quarter. First play for us in the third. To carry for Williams, only his 5th of the day. Hoping for more here in the second half. Offord's got a first down here off the slant. Now we're going back to Williams. He's got a solid 6 here on 1st and 10. From the 41, Reinhardt up to the 50 and just beyond it. Another first down. Now we're in plus territory, and Williams outruns a defender, trying to spin off of a defender there in the tail end, but can't do it. But a nice run there, his best one of the day. But now he's brought down by Greenlaw, trying to stiff arm his way out of that one. Did not work. Play action. Craig panics and just throws it away as the pocket did collapse. Big third down from the 31, but it's knocked out of the hands of Dubose. And we have to take a field goal here for Younghoe Koo. It ends up going through, and it's back to a 4-point game. The Niners get it back. The third quarter kind of coming to an end here. And this drive could either make it a 1-point game again, or they could put themselves in front for the first time since the first half. Clean pocket for Purdy. He checks it down here. That is... not sure who that was. I think that was their third running back. 3rd and 5. Cross-body throw. Complete to Ayuk, but he's a yard shy as he had to come back to it. They end up punting. First play of the fourth quarter. Rams have it. It's a first down for Donalds. Haven't gone his way too much here in this game, but see if we go to him again. He tried to, but Hufanga pokes it out. 2nd and 10. Craig taken down by Bosa. Did not have hardly any time to do anything there, and that's the 2nd sack for San Francisco. 3rd and 19. More pressure off the edge, and Bosa gets there for the 2nd straight time. And we end up having to punt. The Niners get it back, still down by 4. House, inside zone, only gets about 2 yards, and it's definitely just been McCaffrey owning us, not the offensive line, as Ernest Jones gets unblocked up the middle, right to Brock Purdy for a sack. Our 2nd of the day, and it's a big one here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 18, screen for the Niners, there's a flag down, and you know what this is. It's roughing the passer. Come on, in a crucial moment, a crucial 3rd down, and it's Lance Royals, who, if you guys don't know, had a really good preseason, had like 2 or 3 sacks, was pretty damn solid, no penalties there, but he does have one here in week 1, and it keeps the drive going for San Francisco. We would have had to stop. 2nd and 10. That's a first down for Deebo Samuel. Awuzie, the man in coverage, but he gets beat there. McCaffrey outside, pushed ahead by Baslite after gain of 9. 3 yards shy of 150 on only 19 carries. This run defense is got some question marks now. But now inside the red zone for the end zone, and he overthrew George Kittle. Out of bounds. 2nd and 10, McCaffrey dragged forward to the 8-yard line. Big 3rd and 6. Purdy intercepted. It's McKinney again. 2 picks in week 1, just like in the Super Bowl. A pick 6 to boot, and a huge pick here in the end zone to save a touchdown. What a huge play by 29. Massive point swings brought by him alone, and we still lead. Next play, Williams for a first down. We're going to try and run this clock out and put this game to bed. Donald fights for a yard and then drags Hufanga across the 50. 4 to play. Craig rolls out and takes off, sliding 3 yards shy of the sticks. 2nd down and 3. Williams takes it off tackle. He's got running room across the 10 and taken down just inside the 3 at the 2. And now Williams has 97 yards after that 39-yard run. What a debut for the rookie. Taken there in the 3rd round right after Zach House, who's backing up Christian McCaffrey. 1st and goal, we missed Donald as he could not keep both feet in bounds in the back of the end zone. 2nd and goal, pitch out. Williams taken down at the 3. And now we got 3rd and goal. From the 3 again, Williams finds a crease and gets in for his first NFL touchdown. And the Rams have put this game away here in the 4th quarter. The defense steps up and the offense puts the game away. Great job to see both sides of the ball work in tandem, and the Rams in victory formation. It's a week 1 win against a very common opponent. The Niners fall their 0-1. The Rams are 1-0 here in the new era without Aaron Donald or Cooper Kupp. Year 6 is off to a good start. We don't win week 1 very often. A fantastic win despite allowing more yards than we ended up getting. 321 for the Niners, 278 for the Rams. But a nice double-digit victory over a division rival. Craig missed several throws in this game that I thought he really should have hit. A couple of the wide-open ones that Trevor offered would have been for big gains. Both running games were very, very good. Pretty even, actually, with 7.6 per carry for each main running back. But both passing games, there wasn't really a star receiver out there today, though Wofford and Kittle did lead their respective teams. Bosa got 2 big sacks, while Baslite and Warren Terry rack up 2. And how about Xavier McKinney, man? What a player he has been for us since we acquired him via trade from New York. Huge, huge plays, and this defense is still poised for a pretty special year, I think. George Vance ends up not breaking out, but he does get an upgrade point here thanks to just a solid preseason and a solid week 1 performance. Gonna go run stopper here to try and get tackling up, and we do get tackling up. And Craig says that, we don't execute, but we still got the win, so 1,000 XP for the entire team. You can take all of that. McKinney gets player of the week, while Josh Allen and Greg Rousseau sweep the AFC weekly awards, so good for them. But McKinney, back-to-back weekly awards for his last 2 weeks, man. Fantastic stuff for him. And we're going into a Week 2 NFC Championship rematch against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So they're coming off a pretty solid win. They only allowed 10 points in their Week 1. So we'll see what happens next time around, guys. What a start to the season. I'll see you guys next time. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and check out my second channel too. Peace out.